Hello everyone at home. I'm Kenna Klosterman and I am here at CreativeLive in our Seattle studios with one of the, if not the most recognizable household names in photography, Ms. Anne Geddes. How are you doing? And welcome to Seattle.
Thank you very much and hi everyone. It's so exciting to be here and getting to know Kenna. We're going to be great together with this great project that we're doing. So you can tell them about it?
I am, absolutely. We're just taking a moment while Anne is here in Seattle as we are planning for what is going to be an unprecedented event. This is like nothing we have ever done here at CreativeLive.
And it's like nothing I've ever done before too.
Excellent, excellent. What we are going to be doing is we are going to be taking all of you at home inside the world of Anne Geddes.
And
tell us about what the world of Anne Geddes looks like.
Well, you know, it's not just going to be photographers who are interested in this, because I have so many fans around the world, and in my travels, people ask me all the time, you know, what's it like in the studio? How to get the babies to sleep? Where do you find the babies? All of these things.
Most common questions.
Exactly right. You know, and this special event, and it's a new project that I'm shooting. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet.
Tease.
But I'm going to be doing 3 images that are the first 3 in this series. And I do 1 a day, and you're going to be able to come into the studio with me and experience what it's like to actually do a shoot with the moms and the babies and my creative team as well. And I've never done this before because this work is very personal to me. But, you know, I've had this frustration over the years also where it's really hard to explain what it's actually like. You know, the magic that happens in those little moments in the studio with these babies and how beautiful they are. And, you know, it's just really hard when I do all these interviews around the world to encapsulate that magic in, you know, 4 or 5 minutes. And so to be able to have everyone spend the day with me, I think it's going to be great.
3 days with you.
Oh yes, 3 days, yeah, but 1 day for a shoot.
You are creating, you will be creating these images that will be iconic images that will be the next Anne Geddes project. This is no small deal.
No, it's not.
That you are inviting everybody
and
to experience with you.
Yeah, people can see what it's like, you know, meet the babies, of course, and see my creative process, but see the team that I work with, and they're people that I've trusted and worked with for many years. And
tell us about the team.
Yeah.
Who's going to be here?
Just the process that happens, you know. Dawn McGowan, who has been my stylist so ever since my first book, and a lot of you will know, Down in the Garden, with all the beautiful little flower pots and everything. We've been working together ever since then, and she works from Auckland in New Zealand. We talk a lot on Skype now because we know each other. We're like kind of like an old married couple. Yeah, exactly. So she's going to be here, and so people are interested in craft and the way this side of the shoot is handled, you know, in terms of the costumes and the beautiful little bits of styling that happen. You'll be able to see that as well. And Natalie Torrens, who's my studio manager for many years, will be over here with the babies. Jalna Horn, who is a nurse and has worked with me on many, many shoots in Sydney, who was always with the babies as well, you know. There's so much care and attention paid to every little bit of what we do. And so you'll be able to come along with me on this journey. It's kind of like, it feels quite strange because it's like, I'm going to have like all these people looking over my shoulder and hopefully willing these babies to go to sleep or to do what I want them to do, you know. So maybe it's kind of teamwork in a way.
It is. Yeah. And we're going to be here. We're going to be here in our Seattle studio.
Which is fantastic. I saw it for the first time yesterday. And you, no pressure, are going to be the one who's going to just be linking it all together, you know, and reading the room and so on. I think you're going to be great. We'll do a great job together.
We will. Yeah. I think what's cool is that, like you just talked about your team and the trust that you have with each other, but also that you can read each other's minds. But the world, while watching, can't necessarily read your mind. And so that's what I'm so excited about.
Mind is a wonderful thing.
That's what I'm so excited about, is to be able to draw that out of you and ask you those questions so that we can all know what's going through your mind. And that is something else I wanted to ask you about, because I've loved your work for many, many years.
Thank you. Thank you.
And when you first look at your work and you see the babies and you feel joy and you feel love, and yet what I realized in speaking with you yesterday is that this event, your art, is about much more than photography and about much more than babies. Talk to me about that.
As a photographer, I'm able to see babies in a more aesthetic way. I love babies. I love everything that they represent. But I think that a lot of the reason why people love my work, for instance, is that, and you're going to see this at the shoot, not many people in their daily lives have contact with a newborn. And everything that newborns represent. Now, if you've got a newborn at home at the moment, that's different for you, but they're so life-affirming, they're so important to families, they carry families forward, and all of these wonderful things that we say about babies, but they're just incredibly beautiful as well. And for the 30 years that I've been doing this, oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to be doing these shoots live, but for the 30 years I've been doing this, I never ever tire of the sight of a newborn baby. And that's what people are going to be able to experience as well, It's the sense of wonder that I've had with me for 30 years. And hopefully I'll be able to share it. Yeah.
You will be.
Yeah.
That magic, trust, tell me about the relationship that you have and how important that is with the moms, with the dads, with the families of these babies that you are creating art with. Well,
these babies, when I'm photographing a newborn baby, I'm talking about a baby that's less than 3 weeks old. And often when the babies come to the studio, it's the first time they've been out of the house. And I always make it a point, and you'll be able to see what it's like in the mother's room at the shoot, of making sure that the moms, it's really funny to me to say mom, because we say mum in Australia, so I have to get used to saying mom.
We can say mum, say mum.
Know that the moms have a really lovely time as well. We're going to be photographing newborns and also some 6 to 7 month old babies.
Right.
But it's a real experience for them, and I want people to get a sense of the teamwork that's involved, not just with my team, but with the moms and the dads and the families. And you never know when you go into a shoot what's going to happen.
Sure.
And whenever I start these shoots, I have a broad plan, and that's what I say to the moms when I meet them on the morning. This is the broad plan, and then let's just see what happens today. So, and generally, if something happens that's that little bit extra, that little extra bit of magic, we'll be able to share it all.
How do you know when you've got that magic?
I know I've got that magic when my hand is shaking when I'm at the camera. Yeah, because the lovely thing about little babies is you just never know what they're going to give you, and you can have the most beautiful set, and we've got some beautiful props and backgrounds and everything that we're already planning for this new project. I wish I could tell you what it is, but I can't. And you can have the most beautiful scenario, but until the baby's in there, the image just doesn't live, There's not, every single baby has their own unique charm, even if they're a week old, they've just got a way of lying and a way of breathing and just their own personality, and you'll be able to see this when we're shooting.
Well,
I hope they all behave. I'll try and behave.
We will try and
behave. Yes, we will, yeah. But we've got to have some fun as well. That's really important, So I want the people in the audience to, you can be photographers and everything, but there's going to be a whole lot of people who have really loved my work for the past 30 years who'll be like, oh, wow, I've got a chance to actually look over Anne's shoulder when she's doing all of this. Right. And it's technology these days. It's just incredible. Yeah.
And actually feel what you feel, because I think that's what there is in your work, is that connection.
Yeah.
And I think that's what this platform and this event will allow people to connect with you.
Yeah.
And the experience of Anne Geddes and in the studio with Anne Geddes, like they have never, ever been able to do before.
No pressure on us.
No pressure on us. So everybody, we cannot wait. This event is going to be October 27th through 29th. Yep. And everybody can, on the CreativeLive website, you can RSVP. We just announced it a couple days ago, really soft, just a little mention. Thousands of people are already signing up. Everybody here in our studio, when they found out that we kind of kept it under wraps for a little bit, and when people found out that you were coming to CreativeLive, it is, again, such an honor for us, but also people are so excited, and it's only just announced. So we're excited to continue to plan what we're going to create. And
it's great. And tell your families, you know, everybody who has ever been a fan of my imagery, you know, just come into the world and see what it's like. And I can't tell you how special it is, I really can't.
Well, we can't wait. And everybody, we will see you October 27th to 29th here on CreativeLive in Seattle. But stay tuned. Keep in touch throughout that time, as hopefully we'll be sharing some more things with people.
And I'll see you all then.
All right. Thank you so much, Anne.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
It's great.